Hey YouTubers, I just wanted to talk to you for a second about having some first aid stuff around the house. I've been trying to put together a good carry kit to throw in the trunk of the car, and not to primarily use at the house, but I'd like to have some stuff that's available when I go to the range, because it's likely that at the range I could see a gunshot. Some other stuff. I am completely aware that this is pretty much nothing more than a boo-boo kit at the moment. But I just wanted to let you guys know how important it is to try to carry some of this stuff and to have some things you're going to encounter. I'm not an EMT. I tell you, there's good sources out there. I think it's Skinny Medic, one of Scooch's friends in the gun community you're probably familiar with. I've subscribed to him. And the other one is Patriot Nurse. She's always got good stuff on too. She's always putting out a lot of videos. I'm sure a lot of you are already subscribers. But I just wanted to show you some things I keep in my kit, and just to make you guys know how important it is. I decided there's a reason I'm doing this video. After I had just gotten back from Walmart at Walgreens and spent $80 worth of stuff over there buying Band-Aids and stuff like that, I was upset that it was getting so little for spending so much for so little. I even came back with a small first aid kit out of it. Put it all together, and it was just the next day that my wife burnt her hand very, very badly. And all of a sudden, some of these products I put in this bag that were sitting in here ready to go with me were called upon to fix her burnt hand. So that's what inspired me to make you guys think that you need to put together some medical stuff. Knives, guns, and bullets aren't everything that you guys need. So okay, sorry guys, I'm back. And I'm probably going to wind up putting a lot of this in times 2 too. I want to bore you guys with all this stuff. Put my stuff in a Ziploc baggie here. And you can see here, I got some burn moisture resistant pads. An ace bandage I took out of the box trying to save room. Put them in this bag so I can tuck inside. I picked up this little tiny thing. You can get these things for 99 cents, but that's not the real reason I have it. I have it because I've also stuffed it with additional things. Antibacterial wipes, additional Band-Aids, some moist towelettes, and some other things I managed to squeeze in here. Not that much, but I just wanted a quick boo-boo, more of a boo-boo type thing right here. And, I do have 2 kids, so that comes in handy for that. Little Johnson & Johnson survival blanket. That actually came with this kit, which I'll talk about in a second, but we know this kit's staying in the house, and we know this kit's going out in the wild. More likely where a blanket will be needed. I know it's important to have paper and pencil sometimes when you're doing medical stuff to write down vitals. Some waterproof tape. Butterfly bandages, and also for space. There's a finger splint I put inside this box trying to condense things. That's one of the things I found that's more finger type bandages. And these boxes, just because they're in the boxes still, I've still stuffed them with additional bandages. I'm pretty much just going down some Visine to help get some if you get an eye irritant. I'm going to be working on that. I think I need to have more of an eye kit here. Some Betadine, some afterbite, chapstick, ibuprofen, some moleskin if you should have a foot problem, and that's it. There's not, I don't want to go in depth in some of this stuff. But the thing is we had enough to take care of the injury we had. We did learn something. We learned that this waterproof tape isn't that great, that we need to add some additional paper tape and probably cloth tape to our kit as well. In addition to, I think I need to add some more burn stuff, which I feel like I'm more likely to encounter, and cuts and bruises. This is not an EMT bag. However, this is a surplus, U.S. government surplus, and I think ought to cut into a lot of things that are missing from this. I haven't cracked it open. I haven't felt the need to yet, but believe me, my wife and kids are hurting. I'm cracking it open. And this is the trauma module. two bandages, 2 cat tourniquets, bandages and gauzes, EMS shears. I can't read that, but there's an airway, neoplastic. They're gonna laugh at me. And adhesive tape, and that's what you're gonna see in here. And I'm not gonna crack it open. I'd rather keep it in its sealed condition for now. Here is another tourniquet, and in here is lip moisture triage bandage, radiant salts, purification tablets, skin marker, betadine ointment, more bandages, medical field card, and first aid kit. Now, oddly enough, to this kit, you're going to see me adding some more stuff later on. I want to put one of those, and some compact gauze. I'm going to be putting some more stuff in this kit. I think I'd like to put a better pair of scissors than you'll find in here. And I think that I'd like to put even one of those simple brake sticks, because I don't think a flashlight with the batteries is going to last me long term, because I'm afraid I might go in and forget to maintenance it. But I'm going to put one of those snap and brake lights. One is it could provide additional light if it's that dark outside, or it could be used as a signaling device to say that, hey, perhaps I'm with an ATVer trying to stop a cut. We're over here. Find us, that type of thing. That's it for this kit. I'm going to put this back together and show you the next kit I have for home. Sorry, guys. I didn't show you really what I kept inside this case here. I've added some large pads, gauze pads. This is basically, to help soak up the blood and cover a big area. Just some very large bandages. Some first aid kits in here. Just a whole bunch of regular, call them boo-boo band-aids. Got some more here. I know I've got some more, oh, here we go. Whole bunch of more, what do you call these things again? Basically the butterfly stitches. That's what they are, butterfly stitches. And this is where I'm keeping my pair of gloves. So you guys can see more anti-ointment and stuff like that. So this is, I have to say I probably have a pretty good boo-boo kit here, and I would like to start adding more triage stuff in there that hopefully my skill level will handle, and get it from there. Even if I can't handle it, perhaps I'll have the material though necessary for somebody else to handle it, because I've been in situations before where I've seen actually qualified people right there to take care of it, and then just not have the resources to take care of it by not having what they're there. Well, even if the injured is me, at least the stuff will be there. This bag, I'm going to try to edit this in. I'm not very good at this stuff yet, but it's a little 511 tactical bag utility. Strong bag, and I'll tell you, it's amazing how stuffed it got. If you guys are thinking about doing this, you may want to think about a bigger bag as well. I'm going to try to edit in next and see where this goes for that. And these heavy duty zippers, real happy with the bag. My home kit. This was I think 20 bucks over at John from the local store there. 170 pieces, it says right there in the front. Sure, there's probably close to 300 now, because I don't think these things are adequate enough right out of the store. Still has a piece of first aid gloves. I've added, because they didn't have nearly sufficient enough, a bunch of gauze pads. So additional band-aids, because they really didn't have enough band-aids. As a matter of fact, you can tell they're CVS brand. That's where I bought some of these. More butterfly stitches, which did not come with the kit. I guess I cut myself a lot, because I like to have these butterfly stitches around. And add in some giant band-aids. And some of these other things are part of the kit. You guys need a place to start. That's why I kind of like to get a kit like this. Got some additional cleaning wipes, put them in here. And of course it had some ibuprofen in here. Band-aids. I had brought in big boxes of band-aids, broke them down, and as you can see, there's you know, a lot more Band-Aids in here came down. You can see that some of these are Johnson & Johnson brand. Some of them are a different brand, but, you know, all the Band-Aids are together. And there's plenty of them. And this kit also came with a cold pack. And of course you can see I stuck additional big giant storage pads over here. This goes along with another kit that we're keeping around the house. And they're taken care of now. But we're going to probably be expanding on this as well, because I don't think you can have enough first aid stuff. And believe me guys, if listening to your wife scream about her hand and you can't do anything about it, you'll probably build up your first aid supplies too. Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm here with another edit even. Forgot to mention too, we picked up this book as well. I wanted to get some books around the house in book form so it can be read in the event of power outage, or, you know, it hits the fan scenario. I could read some stuff and get by. So I picked up this book, American Red Cross First Aid and Safety Handbook. And you know, it's got some basic stuff in there. You guys can take a look at it. I'm only considering this to be one of the many books that should be in my library. You know, of course, we open it right up here. There's eye protection. There's the Q-tips I had in the bag. First aid. You know, a lot of good stuff in here. And you know, this book is used. I bought it off Amazon. I think with the shipping to my house, this book with the shipping, I think it was in the $5 neighborhood. You guys can afford $5 to get this to your house. It's worth having around. Thanks.